Jeans, also known as denim pants, are made from cotton fabric. This fabric is worn down using a series of laser machines. Each pair of jeans must go through a long process from the cotton field to the clothing store. But how are jeans made? We visited a textile factory to discover the process of making jeans. Jeans were invented shortly after the California Gold Rush when a man named Livestrong started making jeans for miners with copper rivets. What began as cheap workwear has become a luxury item. To say it was a success is an understatement. In the United States alone, 450 million pairs are sold each year, and the global denim market is worth about $40 billion. Jeans are made from a very sturdy cotton called denim. Cotton takes about 5 months to grow, from the planted seed to the mature plant. One of the most important crops grown in Mexico is cotton. This harvester machine, called a cotton picker, separates the fluffy seed cotton from the plant's boll in just 5 minutes. This harvester can pick as much cotton as a human picker in an entire day. The machine forms the raw cotton into a huge rectangular block called a bale. The entire batch of cotton is compressed into huge bales ready for transport. For every ton of this crop, there are 500 kilos of seeds, 100 kilos of leaves and other plant parts, and only 400 kilos of cotton fiber. Once the cotton arrives at the processing plant, the sticks, remnants, and seeds are removed. The truck pours the bales into a feeder that transfers the packed raw cotton to a doser. Its job is to dry and clean the raw crop, removing unwanted seeds and leaves. Everything is sieved through a fine mesh. It's a dusty job, but in the end, refined cotton bales weighing about 200 kilos each are obtained, containing enough fiber to produce 325 pairs of jeans. But first, the raw cotton must be turned into denim fabric, which is done at the Anamart factory in the southern Mexican state of Puebla. The problem is that when each bale of cotton arrives, it is slightly different. To achieve a uniform thread, the cotton must be mixed. The process starts in the blowing room. The fibers don't yet look like thread, so the workers perform what is known as carding. This is the process of untangling the fibers by combing and pulling the cotton until a web is formed. Next, the fibers are stretched together to form a thick strand. The next stage is spinning. At each of these stations, the cotton tapes are stretched and twisted at speeds of up to 120,000 revolutions per minute. These giant spools now have something that starts to look like familiar cotton. But for jeans to be blue, the cotton must first be dyed. Most jeans are dyed the characteristic indigo blue. Indigo is one of the oldest dyes used for textile dyeing and originates from the indigo plant. When indigo reacts with oxygen, it turns blue. The threads are repeatedly dipped until the cotton thread acquires an intense dark blue color. The thread is treated with cornstarch to stiffen it. After passing through the dryer, the cotton is ready for use. The problem is that it is too blue. When the cotton is introduced to the loom, it is mixed with 1 white thread for every 3 blues. The blue thread, called the warp, is stretched up and down on the loom, and a white thread, called the weft, is thrown back and forth along the length of the loom, creating the denim pattern. Each of these looms produces 3,000 meters of denim per week. Once the fabric is made, it is sent to the textile factory. First, all the shapes are traced on a computer to make the most of every last centimeter of fabric. The pattern is printed on a huge sheet of paper for the cutters to cut out. An operator ensures that the least amount of material is wasted. Once the patterns are completed, it's time for cutting. This huge reel contains 450 meters of fabric, which will produce 350 pants. Several layers of material are spread out on this long table. Next, the design is laid out on the denim. Then it's off to the automatic cutting machines. These machines play an important role as they maximize efficiency and minimize fabric waste. The blade is so sharp that it can cut between 150 and 200 layers of denim at a time. By multiplying the layers, a large number of pieces are produced with a single cut. The small pieces are cut with a die cutting machine that makes the pockets with a cutting die. With the denim at 100 layers deep, any mistake is costly. Each pair of jeans takes 15 minutes to make and requires 1.6 meters of denim, several hundred meters of thread, 6 rivets, and either a zipper or 5 buttons. The cut denim is taken to a noisy sewing room where about 300 people sew up to 6,000 pairs of jeans a day. It's the thread that holds everything together. And sewing these seams is no easy task. With such a high number of sewing experts, each person works on a specific part of the garment. Some only sew the zippers, while others focus on the pockets, and still, others sew only the inseams. This machine embroiders the pocket designs. Its needles move at a rate of 2,500 stitches per minute. They will use over 10 kilometers of denim and an astounding 750 kilometers of thread. The outer seams have to be invisible, so both edges are folded and sewn from the inside. The jeans move from one station to another, with about 25 people working on each pair. After sewing, the jeans undergo a relatively new method in manufacturing: a laser machine. The laser is controlled by a computer program that controls the intensity and pattern. This technology reduces water consumption. Laser treatment is a new way to give jeans a worn look. The laser can eliminate or replace parts of the chemical process to achieve a more environmentally friendly production. The laser can fade the denim or make holes by burning. Virtually any design can be burned, making this technique offer even artistic possibilities. In just 60 minutes, this equipment makes the jeans look like they have spent the last 5 years being dragged through a mine. They are inflated and then workers scrape them with sandpaper. Everything is done by hand, so each pair is unique. Treating the jeans is what gives them their character. All the processes are designed to simulate years of use and wear. The edges are sometimes polished to give a worn look. Some styles require an even more severe treatment, with sandpaper creating tears and even holes in the pants. Then the holes are patched to create the repair effect. This is the most expensive part of production. It takes quite a bit of time to make the lines in the right place so that they look like natural crease lines. The next step to make them look like classic worn jeans is chemical treatment. Spraying potassium permanganate is a bleaching process used to fade the denim even more in certain areas. The spray is transparent, so a purple dye is added to allow employees to see where the product is applied. When the jeans are washed, the purple color disappears and the pants are faded. One of the most crucial parts of the process is washing the jeans. Stone washing is the most common treatment applied to jeans. The jeans are washed with stones to give them that worn look. The continued pounding of the stones also increases the flexibility and softness of the pants. An alternative to stone washing is ozone treatment. Ozone is a natural gas produced in thunderstorms. When the indigo color is exposed to ozone, the denim fades. This allows for the same effect as stone washing but without using water. One of the last steps in the process is finishing the pants. This involves ironing the jeans, attaching the buttons, and adding the labels. The final step before shipping is a final inspection for quality control. Then, the jeans are packed and shipped to stores. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it and share it with someone who might be interested. Also, subscribe to this channel by activating notifications to keep learning.